Welcome to some workout tips on my Lunge Edition. Lunges are challenging. It's a single leg strength exercise. My first tip would always be to just make sure you are comfortable in a squat position. You should be able to at least bring your hips to about your knee level, and our knees should be nice and stable. Feel like you're unstable in your squat, maybe even just stick to squatting instead of lunging. Okay, but let's go through a few nice warm-up movements for your lunge. My favorite, you could do this with me if you wanted, some 90-90s. So basically I'm sitting nice and upright. My knees are a 90-degree angle. Do you remember that? Sokotoa, anyone? 90 degrees. All right. You can place your hands behind you to try and sit nice and tall, and you just simply wiper your knees over to the other side. We want to try and remain as upright as possible. So now we're just rotating at our hips, getting a nice warm-up mobility action in there. Might be able to feel some sore tightness. Okay, and then end goal of 90-90s is to be nice and upright, no twisting at the torso. You might feel yourself moving forward in this movement. That's okay. Now let's think about knee and ankle warm up. Get in a nice lunge position. So if we start upright, okay, my knee is right below my hip, and then I want to like heel toe my foot out a bit. Then I'll feel more stable, so not like on a balance beam. Okay, and what we want to do is we want to try and push your knee over top of your tippy toe, and you can create some movement in there by just going back and forth. Again, trying to keep your upper body nice and solid so we're not like kind of arching at our back and staying relaxed. All right, so now I'm creating a little ankle mobility as well as warming up my knees. You might hear some cracks. This is my favorite exercise to do for a squat lunge day. Get that ankle mobility fired up. All right, first things first with squats. I'd recommend being on barefoot, even if you find like with runners, they can be an uneven surface. Barefoot, or of course I just have socks on, nice stable surface. So even when we stand on a mat, maybe not one like this, but sometimes our thicker mats, we can be on an uneven surface. So that's why I love being on a really flat surface. Okay. Here's my squat stance. Shoulder width apart about. Again, you find your comfortable kind of squatting stance, all right? Then I wanna glide that toe back so I'm still maintaining a good width in my stance versus stepping back. Now I'm having to like, whoa, balance beam, right? So again, squat stance, slide it back. If I bring my knee down, we can use a mat to elevate your surface even. That will shorten the range of motion. If my knee touches the ground, I want my hip to be pretty stable here and right over top of my knee, okay? I want a slight forward lean, not being super upright on my lunge, a little slight forward lean, and you can simply start with nice controlled split squats. Okay, master these before you even master lunges. And the nice part about this elevated surface allows you to get the movement down, but shortens the range of motion. All right, then the trainer will say, let's add some weights, do weighted lunges. Again, before you even go to add weights, I would either press pause on your video or again, get in our nice squat stance, okay? Step back, do some body weight lunges with slow and controlledness, making sure that knee stays nice and stable, our torso stays nice and strong throughout the whole movement, so my core is engaged. Again, that slight forward lean, I kind of gaze maybe on an angle downwards with lots of my lifts to keep my head nice and neutral. And just see how comfortable you are with step back lunges, because really those are most realistic in real life as we step to go forward. So I find those a little more comfortable than forward lunges. So now we've gone forwards, backwards, and we have split squats. We can do step back lunges, forward lunges. Again, master your squat, master your body weight movements. And then we can't forget about our side lunges. My favorite movement is a Cossack squat. You go nice and wide. Nice part, beginner, we try and put our hands on the ground and you're basically skatering side to side. Try and keep your spine straight. You can also put your hands on even an elevated surface and just do very micro knee bends, get comfortable with the movement. And eventually we're moving to trying to keep our body upright, pushing off, driving into that glute, pushing your hips back, and allowing your shoulders to come forward slightly with a nice neutral spine. And we can't forget about our lateral. Lots of ways that you can scale movement, so never be afraid to ask for help.